welcome back to our online community content. If you would, after this episode, go ahead and take a moment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can also visit our website, fccbrazil.org, where you can find all of our podcasts and any other online community content that we post. But most of all, I hope that you find this next presentation inspiring to lead you to a loving Father, a caring community, and a life-changing faith. Enjoy. Paul once wrote a letter, and in the beginning of one of the chapters in his letter, he wrote, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world." Now what that really means in the literal translation, because this was written in a different language and sometimes things get lost in translation, but if you look at the literal translation, it actually says, "Do not be formed according to the pattern or a mold." Do not be a cookie cutter, in other words. I loved to make cookies with my mom growing up when we had a cookie cutter, because I could just make them all exactly the same. They would all be right and neat, symmetrical. I loved it. But Paul is writing for God, and he's calling the people in Rome to not live a cookie cutter life. He wants people to live a life that makes them different from everybody else. Don't conform to the world around you. Don't conform to culture and do exactly what culture tells you to do. Live the life that God has planned for you. If we do what culture has us do, our dating, our parenting, our work ethic, our leadership, our eating habits, even the most basic things will all become like everyone else, because we will conform to doing exactly what everyone else is doing. And you see, living a cookie cutter life takes no effort. It just happens. You wake up and decide that every day you're just going to live your life and do whatever feels right or do whatever other people like. That just happens. That's a cookie cutter life. But when we make the decision to not live a cookie cutter life and live a different kind of life that Paul talks about, it makes a difference. Because right after that, Paul says, "But be transformed." But be transformed. And the literal meaning of that is to allow yourself to be transformed. Allow God to come into your life and take what could be a cookie cutter life, take what could be this little cookie cutter life, and transform it into a transformer life. Transform it into something else that is more for Him, that is better for everybody else. God doesn't want you to live a life just because He tells you that this needs to be this way. God wants you to live a life similar to His, the way that He would live, the way that Jesus lived, because not only is it better for you, but it's better for God, and it's better for everybody else around you. A cookie cutter life is all about me, 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 and everybody else turns out like you. A transformer life is a life that's all about God, helping other people, and helping yourself, all at the same time. The cookie cutter life is the easy life, but the transformer life is a life that God calls us to, because it's different, because it's better, and because it's needed. Thank you so much.